Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investors Channel. We're looking at a second circle offer of potentially $20 billion. Is Ripple making that offer? We're going to look into the news right now, so do stick around until the end for my personal prediction for XRP's price, the chart as well for XRP, and if I think this news story is real or fake. So do stay with us. Let's get straight into it. So here is the news article that came out first regarding this. XRP news today, second circle offer XRP gains amidst SEC silence and ETF watch. So the key points here are reportedly, Ripple increases its bid to acquire Circle, signaling a bold move in the stablecoin race. How did this begin? Well, this began with with Bloomberg reporting $4 to $5 billion, initially a $4 billion offer, then moving to a $5 billion offer from Ripple to acquire Circle. That is in line with what it wants to IPO in a few years back. They rejected the offers and they want to continue with that IPO this year. We are now looking at an increased bid. So Ripple expansion plans to target SWIFT, with CEO Garlinghouse pushing to modelize cross-border payments. And let's have a look at this renewed bid. So investors' focus shift away from SEC versus Ripple case towards a broader US expansion effort. Speculation intensifies on Thursday, May the 1st, about Ripple making a second offer to acquire Circle, the USDC issuer. This is from someone on crypto Twitter, and they being Crypto Barbie, so that might tell you a few things about the credibility of this. Ripple has not backed away from an interest in Circle. Report suggests Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has raised the offer to $20 billion, and the deal is likely moving forward to completion. So, considering the initial jump was from $4 billion to $5 billion, I find it fairly hard to believe that Ripple have now offered 20 billion. I mean, is Circle worth 20 billion? Probably not right now. Will Ripple make it worth 20 billion? And yes, I'm sure they will. Do I think they've offered 20 billion cash? Certainly not. I don't think they've got enough to cover something like that unless they sell their XRP, which they're not going to be looking to do. So I don't think this news is correct. So earlier this week, Circle reportedly rejected Ripple's $5 billion offer, spotlighting Ripple's expansion goals. Pro-crypto lawyer Bill Morgan remarked on the potential reason for Ripple's bid. I just take it that RLUSD adoption is not happening quickly enough to satisfy Ripple's ambitions. Perhaps RLUSD was part of a strategy aimed at Circle's acquisition. Crypto enthusiast Crypto Aries supported the theory of a potential second bid, stating Ripple buying Circle is not for the financials. It curbs competition, controls USDC, dominates the stablecoin markets, sidelines smaller rivals, and takes over Circle payment network that will be fueled by an IPO. How much is that worth? A lot. Second offer incoming, in my opinion. So that's her thoughts. I don't think it's only about curbing competition. I don't think they really care about the competition. They can get there organically, or they can go out and do acquisitions. We've seen Brad Garlinghouse say a few times he will come on and he is looking at acquisitions as a priority this year. So I don't find that too hard to believe that they are going to come back with a second offer. I don't think that offer is going to be 20 billion, but if they don't make the offer, they will make small acquisitions and go after smaller players and grow their own RLUSD. It would just be nice for them to own Circle for the right price, and I don't think 20 billion is the right price. So meanwhile, speculation continues around Ripple's ambition to challenge Swift's dominance, potentially driving XRP demand. The Ripple CEO recently hinted at wanting more than a partnership, stating trillions of dollars are moving across borders, yet Swift, a 50-year-old system, still dominates. This is a massive opportunity for modernization. That is one of the reasons they want to take Swift. They want to acquire Swift. Has Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple offered $20 billion to Circle? Fact check. So Ripple push to acquire Circle was seen as part of the US expansion, possibly driven by slow RLUSD adoption, says pro-crypto lawyer Bill Morgan. So, ever since Circle reportedly refused a $5 billion from Ripple for acquisition, posts on social media have been going viral, claiming that Ripple has made a fresh $20 billion bid to acquire the company, which is behind USD Coin USDC, all over Twitter. I mean, let me just have a scroll through my Twitter. You can have a look here. You can just see Ripple offered 20 billion to acquire Circle. You've got this is Brad Garlinghouse's Circle at the end of the week. To give me all your take all my money. You can see all over social media right now. Ripple and Circle, yay or nay. Ripple offers to acquire Circle for USDC stablecoin issuer. Is this true? Ripple has not backed away from its interest in Circle. Reports suggest that Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has raised the offer to 20 billion, and the deal is likely to move towards completion. So all over Twitter, you're seeing these $20 billion offer out there. This is not confirmed. This is probably not true. I do suppose they might be raising their bids. I do think they'll come back with a counter offer. There's just nothing to suggest that there's no good evidence that I've seen yet to suggest that that $20 billion offer is real. So do make sure you hit the like button here, because we're not going to give you the fake information. We're not trying to get clicks or sell you fake information. Do subscribe, because as soon as the news comes out, we will cover it first here. We will go live. We're live basically 12 hours a day, covering all crypto news, covering all stock news. So do make sure you join the channel, because we will cover the official news as soon as it drops. This is all speculation for now. So you can see all this news is there. Let's just get some more clarification. So current status of the $20 billion offer, speculative reports. The $20 billion figure has been circulated primarily through social media and crypto news outlets, citing anonymous sources. Notably, neither Ripple nor Circle has officially confirmed this increased offer. Both companies have refrained from commenting on these reports. Circle, in particular's quiet period due to its pending IPO, limiting its ability to discuss such matters publicly. Implications for XRP and Ripple. The strategic expansion acquiring Circle would position Ripple at the forefront of the stablecoin market, granting it control over its USDC and potentially accelerating the adoption of its own stablecoin RLUSD. Market dynamics. Such move can reshape the stablecoin landscape, intensifying competition and possibly promoting responses from other major players like Coinbase, which has a stake in Circle. For XRP holders, this development underscores Ripple's aggressive growth strategy. However, the lack of official confirmation means that the market reactions should be tempered with caution. So remember, we're just looking here. Nothing is confirmed. What we can have a look at, though, it is the chart. The chart of XRP is looking fairly bullish, in my opinion. Here it is on the screen for you guys to have a look at. This is a simplified version of my chart, just showing you how simple you can make this chart look. Let's just get rid of everything, and I'll make it as simple as it can be. You've got right now a base at $2. You can see had a base for a long time around 40 cents. That's when we're buying historically. You had that major move up, and many cryptocurrencies after that major move up did not hold supports. XRP has held its support, and what has it done? It had that one small move towards the downside, which we did predict literally the day before. We got our buys in at $1.70, and then it's moving back. Before we get any further into the chart, nothing I'm saying is financial advice. This is just my thoughts and opinions by looking at charts. We do also have this downward sloping support line. This is a supply line that we have now broken out of. A few more lines we can add to the chart to see where we're going. You take a Fibonacci from the high to the low, and then you look at common retrace levels, which can also align with resistance levels. So you've got the 382, which aligns with that $2.30 level we are keeping our mind on. Then we've got the 50% retrace at $2.50. You've got the 618 at potentially $2.70, and then you've got the 786 at $3. Those are all the levels you really need to be concerned about. If we get above $2.30, I think we'll go to $2.50 very quickly. $2.72 is not the strongest level of resistance, so I do think we'll break through that and go to $3. As soon as we're back above $3, I am expecting all-time highs, and that's when my other chart comes in, and I'm prepared for these all-time highs levels to take profit. $4.70, $5.30, $6.30, $7.40, and $8.50. It's not guaranteed to go up. Of course, if we lose $2 and lose these $1.70 levels in case of a recession or some terrible news coming out, then that could be the end of that. We go into another bear market and we have to hold for another 4 years. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I do think we'll hit all-time highs. I think the chart is looking bullish. I think the news is bullish. Not this $20 billion offer news, because I don't think it's real or it's not verified yet, so we can't base anything off that yet. But the news that they're doing acquisitions, we saw them do an acquisition a few weeks ago of Hidden Road, a massive acquisition. And for now, the chart's looking good. What they're doing is looking good. We've got volatility dropping in Bitcoin, so we do expect the volatility to increase very shortly. That if Bitcoin goes up, it's making headways. Bitcoin is gone on a massive streak to the upside. That money in time will flow into XRP. You can see Bitcoin came in for its retest of $75,000. We're heading towards $100,000, and once that makes new highs, there's no reason for XRP not to catch up and for it to make new all-time highs. So please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already on this channel. There'll be 2 videos, one up here, that you should have a look at. But until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.